Welcome to Biology for All. My name is Dr. Asif Mitar, and in the previous lecture we have discussed about the basics of carbohydrates and their classification. In this lecture we will discuss monosaccharides in detail. Monosaccharides are also referred to as simple sugars. These monosaccharides are made of only one sugar unit which cannot be further hydrolyzed into subtle smaller carbohydrates. Following is the list of some common monosaccharides. As in the previous lecture, we have stated that carbohydrates are polyhydroxyaldehydes or polyhydroxyketones. Means they have polyhydroxy condition. In order to achieve polyhydroxy condition, a molecule should be possessing at least 3 carbon atoms in its backbone. So we can say carbohydrates should be in their least at 3 carbon number. So here we can see that the simplest carbohydrates, that simplest monosaccharides are 3 carbon compounds or 3 carbon molecules. These 3 carbon monosaccharides are known as trioses generally. Among the trioses, the triose with aldehydic functional group includes one famous molecule in this biochemistry, that is glyceraldehyde, also known as glycerose. Likewise, in ketoses, that is ketonic trioses, we have dihydroxyacetone. Similarly, the 4 carbon monosaccharides are referred to as tetroses. Among the aldehydic tetroses, we have examples of erythrose, threose, etc. And the ketonic tetroses include erythrulose, etc. and so on. Similarly, the monosaccharides made of 5 carbon atoms are referred to as pentoses. Among the aldehydic pentoses, we have ribose, xylose, arabinose, lysose, so on. You may be familiar with this ribose. Ribose is the 5 carbon sugar which is found in our nucleic acids, that is DNA and RNA. This ribose is present in nucleic acids, DNA, RNA. Here on the side, the ketonic pentoses or 5 carbon monosaccharides include ribulose, xylulose, etc. Similarly, the 6 carbon containing monosaccharides are referred to as hexoses, and the aldehydic hexoses include our glucose, galactose, mannose, etc. And one famous ketonic hexose is the fructose, also known as levulose. Fructose is the most abundant sugar found in fruits, generally excluding these grapes. In the rest of the fruits, the sugar responsible for their sweetness is fructose, but in grapes we have dextrose in abundance. Dextrose, also known as glucose. Now we will discuss these monosaccharides one by one. Trioses. As we have already discussed that in order to achieve the polyhydroxy condition, a molecule should possess at least 3 carbon atoms. So our simplest monosaccharides are trioses. The Aldehydic triose is our glyceraldehyde, and the ketonic triose is dihydroxyacetone. Here on the left side is the structure of glyceraldehyde, but below this I have mentioned it as capital D, and on left side of this structure we have mentioned here capital L. What does it mean is that here this penultimate OH, the only OH on this carbon singleton, is on the right side, so it is designated as capital D. And here this penultimate hydroxy group is on the left side of this carbon singleton, so it is designated as capital L. These capital D and capital L are these absolute configurations. Absolute configurations. They are also referred to as enantiomers. Enantiomers. That is, they are going to rotate the plane polarized light in opposite direction. That D-glyceraldehyde is going to rotate in one way, and the L-glyceraldehyde is going to rotate in the opposite way with the opposite rotation angle. Here on this right side of the sheet, written in green color, this is the structure of dihydroxyacetone. Dihydroxyacetone, I have not designated any Dr form to this dihydroxyacetone. Why? Because this dihydroxyacetone do not possess any chiral carbons. Here if you see, this glyceraldehyde possesses one chiral carbon over here. Chiral carbon means any carbon atom or carbon atom which possesses 4 different groups attached to it. As we know, carbon has a valency of 4. In a molecule, if a carbon is bonded by 4 covalent bonds to 4 different moieties, such a carbon is known as chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon. And in turn, that molecule is known as a chiral molecule. Or chiral molecules have the property of rotating plane polarized light, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. That is why I have mentioned here capital D and capital L. These are enantiomers, but here is one confusion. Here is one confusion. These capital D and capital L, they do not have to tell us about the rotation of polarized light. Here this D does not mean, it does not simply imply that this molecule is going to rotate the plane polarized light in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. These capital D and capital are simply absolute configurations here, which are distinguished on the basis of the attachment of this hydroxy group onto this penultimate carbon atom. Here in this triose, it is the carbon number 2. If it is on OH, if OH is on the right side, then it is designated as capital D, and if it is on the left side, it is designated as capital L. In dihydroxyacetone, we do not have any chiral carbons. Here none of the carbons possesses 4 different moieties attached to it.